Au nom du Père et du Fils, du Saint-Esprit. All right, hello everyone. How are you doing? On my part, it's been a pretty shit day, but never mind. We just keep going. This week, I noticed I wasn't getting any traction, and I was working, but you know that feeling when you're working and nothing gets done, but you're still working on bullshit? Sorry, I should stop swearing. Well, that's what happened, and I decided to only focus on the 20% from now on. What gets the ball forward? What gets the ball moving? What moves the needle? What gets me closer to getting a client? And basically, I've narrowed it down to this, which I've actually made progress on this week, so I'm pretty happy, and I'm just closer to actually starting busting the phone. These are the 3 steps. Lead magnet. I need to have a good lead magnet to actually offer in the outreach. I need to prospect, find the people who I'm outreaching, and then what's the third? Actually outreaching. that's the second. That's the third step. On the matter of prospecting, I've used the paying version. Stop stuttering, bitch. The paying version of LeadScrape, because it wasn't free. Actually, it was a demo. You dummy. And I actually scraped the entire nation of France, because in my home city there was only 50 businesses, and as I said, I already burned through some, so I wanted a large pool. So I've managed to gather 2,800 leads, which is pretty cool, you know. I haven't had to do quite some work. I just left it running all night long, and then in the morning, boop, there's an Excel sheet with all the information I need, which is pretty cool. And I must say, it does take some nerves off of cold calling, because now, before, I had like 50 leads, and I thought, oh shit, I need to make it work for these 50 leads, otherwise, that's it. But now, since I have, I wouldn't say an ocean of leads, but a much larger pool, I can actually get into that abundance mindset and think, you know what, it's fine if you screw up on one call, you just have thousands of other businesses, and when you get to the bottom of the list, you can just circle back up and do it all again. So it kind of helps with the nerves, and actually the performance, and I don't get as desperate, which I think is rule number 1. Don't be desperate when trying to sell. Anyways, yeah, so I've got a bunch of leads. I'm happy with that. That's the prospecting step done. On the lead magnet, I noticed I was spending way too much time on the lead magnet, and so I thought 20%. What is the 20%? The 20%, I thought, what is the fastest thing I can do that can actually provide them value? So I thought, well, if they were to use a lead magnet strategy to actually gather clients, that would provide huge results, because most of them either aren't doing anything, or they're actually doing some kind of, it's some sort of lead magnet, but it's shit, like free evaluation or free sunlight estimation on your roof, which is cool, but it's only useful if they actually move forward. It's only useful if they're going to actually buy solar panels, and it's not really something you can market, like, oh yeah, here's your free estimation. Like, no one's gonna jump at that, you know. So I was thinking, what if I just made a white label ebook, PDF, which they could use on their landing pages or on their website, which people actually download, that gives them all the information they need. What do you think? So it's like an ebook with common mistakes. Here's chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, everything you need to know. And that way they actually inform their prospect, they inform their leads, and all the benefits of the lead magnet follow, right? And so I finished it. I did this. I used ChatGPT and etc. But I actually went through it and actually put some effort into it. And I thought, when I have time, because that's not in a 20%, this could really be useful for them as some kind of sales letter or sales page, or yeah, the actual ebook serving as a sales page. So hear me out. It camouflages itself as a learning resource for their leads, but actually I write it in a way where it's a sales page. You get me? So it's informative, but all along the way, you sprinkle in some testimonials, you sprinkle in some persuasion and some copywriting, and at the bottom of the ebook is a CTA with whatever, and it basically acts as a sales page. So that would be super useful. I don't have time for that right now. 20%. Also, right now so that's the ebook is done. I also white label it, and I've made it quite personable, customizable, I think is the word I'm looking for. So I'm going to make a video, which should not take long, on how to customize it as to their business. Right now I'm actually making a presentation, building, I should say, slide decks, and also later on filming the presentation on how to use a lead magnet and what is a lead magnet, because some of these business owners don't know what it is and how they're actually going to use it. So that's my lead magnet, which is kind of meta, you know. My lead magnet is a lead magnet, whatever. And yeah, anything else? The software didn't get me many emails, so I'll just start cold calling. I would have preferred cold emailing first and then cold calling, because you have a point of contact somewhat which you can rely on when you call them, like, oh, it's about the email I sent you, blah blah blah. But whatever, I'll do it without. The strategy for cold calling is still to push the lead magnet forward. I need to find a way to make it appear not scammy, for example, or not hacker like bullshit. Like if I just tell them I have a gift for you, and then I send them an email with a link on it, some alarms might go off in their head. You know what I mean? So I was thinking, just using Google Drive as the sharing platform, because that way the link is google.com/drive or whatever. Or just preface it on the call, like, I'm going to send you a Google link, whatever. I'll see. What I'm going to do this week I'm going to finish my presentation. I'm really forcing my brain to think in 20%, because I'm really a perfectionist. I don't like disappointing people, and I don't like half-assing shit. So I would prefer, this is my natural instincts, right? I would prefer spending a lot of time perfecting a project rather than moving fast. I prefer quality over speed. I've identified that with myself, but I realized that I need to go fast, and if I actually spend a lot of time on something that is untested, it might just happen that people aren't interested in that thing in the first place. So I need to throw it at the wall and see what sticks. So prototyping, basically, yeah, that's the word I've been looking for, which describes my situation. I'm prototyping right now, which is uncomfortable, but it's what I need. I don't like basically half-assing. Anyways, what am I going to do? Finish the lead magnet presentation, finish a bunch of that shit, come up with a script around the lead magnet. I think maybe here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a really rough script around the lead magnet, and then I'm just going to test it. I'm going to cold call, see how people handle it, also see how I react to it, because since I'm a beginner, the script isn't the only bottleneck, I should say. My competence and my skill also is a bottleneck. So I'll try that out, and then I'll try to tweak it, either tweak the way I present the script or tweak the script itself. Since I have leads all across France, I'll start with my state, I should say. They're not really called states, but they're kind of states. They don't function the same way as in the United States, but whatever. It's just a collection of cities in the same region. So I can actually personalize it a little bit, saying you're in this state, you're in this region, whatever, instead of just talking from someone super north and then super south and not having my message correlated, you know. And I also heard that when cold calling, it's best to bundle people by similarities. Leads, I mean, by similarities. Did I forget anything? Lead magnet, script, leads. Yeah. Oh yeah, also lead script gave me some CEO and HR and managing director information on a few businesses, like their personal phone on LinkedIn, you know. I don't know if I'll do that. I don't know if I'll contact them. It's kind of weird, you know, just calling them up, how did you get my phone, whatever. Whatever. Okay, lesson of the week. It's obviously the 20%. It's obviously the Pareto principle. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Pareto principle. I've just tried to force my brain back to it. It's so unnatural for me, as I said, that I have to force myself into 20%, 20%, 20%. This is not useful right now. Don't start learning how to write a sales page if you don't even have clients to give that ebook to, you know? Because my gut feeling tells me make it a sales page which fucking converts to 20%, like some crazy stuff, you know? But I don't have time to learn that right now, okay? I really want to get good. I want to get competent, but competence comes with repetition, and I haven't started the first rep. So, 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%, get it in your fucking head. Whew. Okay. That's this week's vlog. I think I've said everything. Yeah. All of you have a good week, and hope you're doing fine. Au nom du Père et du Fils et du Saint-Esprit. Amen.